as we said before, we're going to now go over the actual build filter method. They've already given us that the build filter method is static, which means we don't have to have an instance to invoke it. We return a filter from build filter, and of course the name is build filter. The arguments are an array of strings, which are called desirable, and a single string called not allowed. In order to implement this, they also tell us that desirable contains at least 2 strings. So I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to create 2 filters based on the first 2 strings in desirable. These 2 lines of code accomplish this by invoking the simple filter method with arguments desirable of 0 and then desirable of 1. This will create a filter for each of the elements of the first 2 elements of desirable. I can now use those 2 filters to create an OR filter, because OR filter, the constructor, can take 2 arguments, each one of which is a filter. And we have to recognize that we want to accept anything that's in this desirable set. And that's exactly the way the OR filter has been set up. And so we create an OR filter based on those 2 original filters, and then we add to those, these are called, the name of this is called good ones. To the good ones, we add more new simple filters based on successive elements of desirable. You will notice that I iterate through all of desirable, including the 0th and first elements of desirable. And the reason is that it's okay because we're accepting all of these. And so if we are redundant, if we have 2 occasions or 2 filters which both accept the same string, that won't change the behavior where we're saying that this is a desirable filter. If it were the other way, that'd be a problem. Then there is our exception, our not allowed. We create a filter called accept me, which corresponds to the not allowed string. And we do that by creating a simple filter based on the not allowed string, and then invoking the not filter constructor with that as an argument. When we've done that, we have the filter that should be accepted. So now the thing is, the only real way to say I want to have any of these good ones and this one is with what amounts to an AND filter. So they've already specified for us that the AND filter constructor can be invoked in just this way. And so we build it out of those 2 using the AND filter method without ever knowing how the AND filter works. That's really important to not have to know. Nevertheless, now for your own elucidification, I'm going to show you how the AND filter is implemented. The AND filter is implemented exactly the same. It's the exact same code as the OR filter, except for one thing. In the accept method, I put a negation symbol in front of the conditional inside the if statement. What's returned in that circumstance, so I put a negation in front of the true. I could have written false here, but I put that there intentionally so you could see the only changes are these exclamation points. The one that's here, the one that's here, and the one that's here. Those are the only changes I made to the OR filter, and I also changed its name to AND filter. And then when I run, I get all these trues and falses, and in particular, the last 3 are true, false, false, which matches the expected behavior that is called out in the problem. So I have a lot of confidence that this actually does what it's supposed to do. And so that is all of the code for how to do this. I'm going to share this link with you all, and we are done with this FRQ.